Just give us a cue. Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's happening? Welcome back to the Y'all Be Cool podcast show. I am Big Josh.
I'm Shay.
Simply Joe.
Victoria.
Special guest
Special
this
guest,
week. We
Victoria,
finally got
this
sis
bitch.
on the show. Finally got sis on the show. We've been trying to get you here about a year now.
Yeah.
I'm here though. I'm here now. I'm here.
Yo, what's the deal, man? How's your week been?
It was rough. I just got back from Dallas. I had a work trip. Been gone. Got home about 10 o'clock last night.
Ooh.
Got up, went back to work today. You know,
Man.
working to live kind of thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
But it's Friday, so let's turn
I
up.
know it's Friday.
yeah.
Thankfully.
This adulting shit ain't what's up. I hate being an adult. I hate everything about it. Well, except the kids part. Like, I love my children, but
Got to.
the adulting part, everything else, y'all can have that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the adulting thing is overrated.
Fuck them kids.
Not,
It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. That's
It
TK.
definitely is a lifestyle.
it's not that we don't agree to some extent,
Yeah,
but
no,
I love my
definitely,
baby.
definitely.
Yeah, I love my
100%.
baby. I love my
I
baby.
love them,
I
yeah,
love my
but
baby.
But you do have the moment.
It's
Hey.
definitely
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
them kids sometimes,
Yeah,
but
it's
respectfully.
Hey.
yeah,
Respectfully,
exactly,
exactly.
100%.
Hey, fuck them kids. I ain't got none. Fuck them kids, baby. Anyway,
Yeah.
my week has been just fine because all I do is work. So,
Mhm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
all I do is work and get money. So I don't be.
Yeah, that's about right.
It's the get money part.
Yeah.
I feel it.
That's all I be doing. So my week has been very productive.
That's amazing, man.
What about you, Shay?
Mine's been productive. Like, my daughter's with her dad this week, so I didn't have the mom guilt of working all day and all night and having cousins
Oh,
pick
that mom
up
guilt
or
is
watching
crazy.
her or doing whatever it is. So it's been a very productive week for me. I'm tired,
Yeah.
but it was productive as hell, though.
That's all that matters.
Well,
So-
you look good. You look good. I
Thank
don't
you,
know
Joe.
what it is about you that says tired because you don't look tired at all.
Yeah.
In fact, you look downright elegant. You know
Joe,
what I mean?
I think even if I did look tired, you wouldn't tell me I look
He sure
tired.
would.
You're right. I definitely wouldn't
I'm
say it
getting
it.
because
I'm
I
getting
am a gentleman.
I'm
That's
getting,
all.
I'm getting,
Is that what it is?
Is that what it is? Is that what we doing?
Uh,
Right,
I'm getting that,
right.
what's that, the Steve Urkel and Laura vibe. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Hey, but keep hope alive, my
Yeah.
brother.
Keep
Hey,
hope alive.
Steve won in the end.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Believe that.
Josh,
Manifestation.
how was your week, brother?
Man, shit. It was a week. You know, for those of y'all don't know, I work in psych, so yeah.
No said.
That's as far as
If
you
you,
gonna go.
hey, I put it this way: if you can think it happened, it more than likely it did happen.
Okay.
Whatever you think goes on in the psych world, it happened.
Okay.
I believe it.
Okay.
But on a more serious note, y'all, tonight, what we talking about tonight, y'all?
We are talking about why is communication different in certain relationships.
Oh shit.
Why is communication different with your man, whether than your best friend or your homegirl or whatever the case may be? How can you different things like that? Sorry.
Nah, I want to start with Simply Joe. 'Cause Simply Joe, nah.
Yeah, no, start with I guess.
Never mind.
No,
Yeah, I was
no,
gonna
don't
say,
start with I guess. No.
There we go. Yeah, you can
No,
do
no,
it.
no.
Okay. I guess has chosen to go last.
Oh, shit.
Now I got pushed to the
Shay,
back.
would you like to start, or Josh, would you like to start? Because if y'all don't want to start, y'all know Simply joking.
I know. I will look.
Okay, look.
Hey, look, we gonna start you off right. I'm just bullshit. Hey, so look, on a more serious note, man. So like, I think while the communication is different in certain relationships, like I don't know. I think maybe it's a comfortability thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, although you should be comfortable with your lady in your relationship. You should be secure and all this other stuff. Within your relationship. You should, but it's just certain things you can't tell her because she might fall off on the deep end. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, I mean that in itself, like I said, I put it this way: there are certain things I can call and talk to Joe about. Me and Joe can be on the phone for hours, right? And I could be on the phone talking to Joe about any and everything, and I could not have that same conversation I just had with my lady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know. I guess it kind of just depends on the person too. You know what I'm saying?
I think it depends on the actual relationship also though, because it's like if you have that person that is open enough to accept you and all of your flaws and all of that shit at the same time, then it's cool. But a lot of times you don't get that. Like a lot of times in relationships, you compromise more than, you compromise more than that, where it's like you have to dial yourself back or whatever for that person. But a lot of times people find that. A lot of times people find those relationships where you can 100% be yourself with no judgment, no critiques, and no no bringing it back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, or
Throwing it back in your
against
face.
you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
so
yeah,
then let me
yeah.
ask y'all. So, what conversations do you recognize that you have more freely with your homeboy than your girl? Like, what conversations are we talking about? Are we talking just in general, or is there like certain topics that you feel like I can't discuss that with her, so I'm gonna hit Joe up? Like, what are the conversations? So maybe it's just a relate thing. Like, there's certain things that men can relate to that
Yeah.
maybe women just can't.
That's that. Well, yeah. That's,
So,
I mean,
like, what kind of topics are we talking about here?
well, let's say for example, like if I'm out and about, you know what I'm saying. Let's say we double dating and I'm out and about. You know what I'm saying. I could like, I see a chick walk by, damn, she got a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, my girl might be on some shit like, the fuck you mean? Why is you looking? You know what I'm saying? The fuck you mean? She got a
Oh,
fat
well,
ass.
you want to know how
Why-
it happened in ours? I'll be like,
No,
damn,
no,
babe, look to the left. Her
Right.
booty fat. He be like, oh yeah, gray sweatpants, been peeped it.
See, that's
But
what I'm
his
saying.
eyes never even moved. So I'm like,
Right.
he was like, yeah. He was like, I peeped it when she came to the door. Her toes looking crazy though. Like, how did you have time to look at her
Yo.
booty and her toes, and I didn't even see you break eye contact with me? But the whole time, and I'm telling you, it's every time. It's never. I'll be like, baby, look at girl, like look, and he be like, oh yeah, baby, I seen it, and he doesn't even double check to make sure we talking about the same person. It's like he already knew
Yeah.
what I was about to say. He just ain't
y'all
saying it first.
Y'all in sync though, man. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
that's
That's
a good
what it
thing.
is.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
exactly what that
That's
is.
what
Y'all
it
just
is.
pure.
I pray
sex.
for something like that. I really do.
Yeah.
I do. Lord, I do.
Yeah.
So I can see it, the comfortability. For me personally, I think it's a time y'all been together.
Yeah.
I know that there's certain times like I'll be like, why are you mad? I ain't mad. Ain't nothing wrong with me. But I know there's something wrong.
Yeah,
So it's like I might continue to pry about it. So he doesn't want to talk to me about it. But then he might have a conversation with, a homeboy or whatever. And it's like, damn, why you couldn't just do that for me? But maybe at that time he just wasn't ready to talk about it.
Mhm.
Right.
And I was pushing him to talk about it to where the homeboy,
Not gonna do that.
he
Yeah.
don't do that. Y'all will sit there in silence and just
Yeah.
talk about, yeah, bro.
Talk about whatever.
You seen
else.
that NBA trade?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
for us, like as women, especially women who are okay with men having feelings, like I don't like seeing it balled up. So I think I press a lot to be like, talk to me.
Mhm.
And even if I just sat back a second, I've learned that he'll come eventually.
Mhm.
But that's not good enough for me. Like I want to know now.
Yeah, but see, that's the
and don't
difference.
tell Joe before you tell me.
See,
Because why
the-
you told Joe first?
See, but that's the difference between, you know what I'm saying? Like some men and some women, that's the difference between us. It's like sometimes we would rather find a solution before we talk about the problem.
Right.
And after we got to the solution, after we know what we're gonna do or whatever, then we can talk about the problem. But a lot of women, most of the time, they like to hear what the problem is
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
we even get to the solution.
Right.
But then we help y'all like walk through it and.
And does that bother y'all?
Yeah,
Like
does
So-
that-
us helping
is
y'all?
that too much?
So
or-
so in my case or whatever, right? I kind of like to find solutions myself because you like to be like, especially in a relationship. In a relationship, you want to be the leader of that relationship, and when I mean lead, like you just literally want to be the person to be able to fix all the
The
things or
problem
whatever,
solver.
because we don't want to have our problems fall on y'all.
Right.
We know y'all got enough going on already. We got enough going on already. So if we can fix the problem before we even bring the problem to you, why bring it?
Because just like she said, you can tell the attitude, you can tell the emotions of it all. You can tell it's weighing on you. So in that moment, as your partner, significant other, whatever the case may be, we want to be there to help you stand up.
Because it
Right.
makes us feel good too. Because it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
if you can do it all on your own, what you need me for?
Yeah, why am I
Yeah.
here?
Coochie? Like
Yeah.
you could get that
You
anywhere.
can get that
see-
anywhere.
But see, I think y'all see, and that's just the thing is like most of the time we just have we have the same thought process. It just always in different avenues. Like basically, we saying we need y'all still at the end of the situation, but y'all saying you should need me at the beginning of the situation.
Nah.
Either way it go, I still
Right.
need you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It don't matter when I need you. What matters is that I need you. I still need you.
So
here.
basically, just you need, like, we need to be more open to how you need us instead of trying to tell you how you need us.
Right.
Is that what you're trying to?
Yeah,
Pretty
let
much.
it.
I can see
Let
that.
the chips fall where they may, man. Let the chips
But
fall where
that's
they may.
all about communication. Like that's all about like but that's hard to communicate to somebody when you know how that person's going to react.
Yeah.
Like if I tell you that, you
So
know what I'm saying?
let's touch
Yeah,
on that.
exactly.
Let's touch on that.
Be
Let's
an
touch on
active
that.
listener
Yeah.
instead of actually.
Because I would agree.
Yeah.
Right. So personally, in our relationship, my relationship, we've been together about going on 9 years now. When we met each other, we're not the same people we were.
Right.
So constantly we butt heads a lot because he'll tell me, I didn't tell you because I know how you're going to react. No, you know how I used to react.
Yeah.
But you told me you didn't like the way I used to react, and I've worked on that for you because you told me every time I tell you bad news, you blow up. And so I tried to fix it, but then sometimes men, y'all try to fix things and you make it worse. And then when you bring it to me, it's like if you would have just brought it to me at A and B,
Exactly.
C, D, and E, now we at F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, and it's like, damn, I'm just trying to get back to A, B, C.
I can
But
understand that.
because you tried to fix it on your own, if you would have just came to me, and I feel like that's the power of being in a positive relationship because what you don't know, I know, and what
Right.
I don't know, you know, and
Right.
what we don't know, we're gonna learn together because
Yeah,
we're
right.
gonna figure out this together. So
Right.
I get how it's easier, but I feel like in a relationship, it's like I don't. It's no point in me trying to grow if you're just gonna continue to put back on what I used to do when we were 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
Right.
28 years old, almost 29 years old. I'm not the same girl,
Right.
the young adult. I'm a grown woman now. I'm a grown
Yeah.
woman with children or a child. I'm a grown woman with a career.
Right.
I'm a grown woman who's finna be married. Like
Yeah.
I'm not that 18, 19-year-old girl in college who used to be influenced because my homegirl say she don't like when
Yeah.
her man do that, so I gotta blow up when my man do that. That's
Yeah.
unacceptable. I've learned what I can deal with. So, and I've learned how to maneuver through those situations. So when he tells me like, yeah, but you know how you get, no, that's how I used to get. Tell me the last time I did that to you.
Yeah.
Tell me the last. Now when I communicate, when I'm frustrated, I wait and I bring it down. But you start hollering, I'm gonna start hollering. But I don't approach it that way. But
Right.
once you start approaching that way, we all hollering now, you know.
Yeah.
But you told me I don't, and I will admit I used to talk to him like a child because in my mind I'm like, grow up.
Yeah.
But then again, we all know the whole like men mature, don't men
Yeah.
much, and so like that.
Right.
So even though he had growing to do, I did too, and I felt like I just knew it all, and he didn't. But that wasn't the case. It was just we were at different learning periods, and the way we were raised, I learned things a little different than he did.
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes that he's teaching me stuff, and I'm like, oh, all right.
This is
Damn.
what I was about to say about that. That like I always hear that maturity thing or whatever, and I just be like, I don't think
Case by
we think,
case.
we literally don't think that through or whatever, because like a lot of times people be mature in some aspects, and then a lot of times they don't be mature
Absolutely.
in other aspects, and that's where that come from, because like most of the time women be talking about just life in general.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They think to themselves, oh, you should be more mature in life, when like dudes ain't fit to be. Well, what do I have to be mature for if I don't have certain things going on, right? So
Right.
if I don't have no kids, why would I need to be mature? Like, why do I need to
Why
be
I gotta
mature?
grow up?
Exactly. Why do I gotta grow
Because
up
you're an adult.
when it's my money?
Exactly.
Now, this is what I'm saying, though.
You're an adult.
So look, but this is what I'm saying. It's my money, right? I'm making my money. This is my money. I can do what I want with it, and I can be the person, the rawest person I want to be, because I don't have no child to shape and mold into becoming a man. So I don't have to dial myself back. So if I don't have to dial myself back, then like we would all want to be less mature.
I get that, but then it's
In
not
my
even
opinion.
about that. It's like, but just as a man. So
Yeah.
like now, you're in your 30s, whatever. So let's say a man is just single, right?
Yeah.
Single man in his 30s. Do you want to be single forever?
Hell
Probably
no.
not.
Hell
But
no.
you're just looking for that person that you can, become equally yoked with.
Yeah.
But don't no grown woman want a man in his 30s who ain't got a savings account, who don't have his own whip, who's not living by. Oh, I got a roommate. Why? You are
Yeah.
35. Why do you have a roommate?
Hey, man, we in
and
a
it's like,
recession.
oh well,
Yeah,
you
I was
know.
about to
We're
say,
in a
tough.
recession.
We're in a recession,
I
goddamn.
get
That's
it.
why.
But
It's tough out here.
and I'm not doubting anybody. I don't want to be like, oh, she's don't cancel me. I'm not saying
and then
it's
sound
okay.
pretty fucking bougie.
Everybody has, but everyone
But
has.
I'm with
But
it.
I'm
I ain't
saying
with-
it
I'm
with
not doing it.
I
I'm
get
saying
it.
it with your thing, like why? But if you were trying to mature as a man
Yeah.
and you were saving them coins, not just spending all the time. Now I'm not saying times ain't tough. Times are tough. The
Yeah.
economy is. Have y'all seen the eggs?
Eggs
and the
are
chicken?
$10.
I can't even make chicken and eggs, and I can't fry nothing because that's expensive. That's a delicacy at this point.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is we all fall on hard times. But if you're in the mindset that I don't have to grow up until I'm forced to, then you're not making smart decisions to put yourself in a position to where it's kind of like get ready, like prepare. What is it? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Like you don't have to grow up completely. I don't expect you to know how to handle a child if you don't have children.
Yeah.
But I would hope that you have the common decency or the common knowledge to know that you don't take nobody's child without a car seat or how they got to be buckled in. Like those are just things that you should just.
Yeah, but I okay. So I think so. Maybe I didn't go into this good enough because what I'm basically talking about is like not like a living situation and not all of that stuff. I'm just meaning like as a person like I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm goofy as shit. I say whatever I want to. I do whatever I want to because I don't have to mold anybody to be like me.
But
like,
you know how to dress it up when you need to.
No, I do. See, but this is literally what I'm saying. It's like everything depends on circumstance because like that same dude that we talking about that don't have nowhere to live or don't have nowhere to stay or whatever, that it all depends on the circumstance. I'm pretty sure he wants somewhere to stay, but maybe he done been locked up before. Maybe he got a felony. Maybe he done did this. Maybe he done did that. It's a lot of maybes when it comes down to a lot of this stuff or whatever.
Most definitely.
Maybe his mama done fucked his credit up when he was younger. You know,
and that's common. That's common in the black household.
That is very common.
It's very common in the black household. That's what I'm saying. It's so much stuff that we don't like. I would say like a lot of women don't give men enough grace to understand like a lot of us was raised in bad households, or you know, I wouldn't even say a lot of us. Just some of us was raised in bad households, so we don't have that financial literacy and all of that shit.
Yeah, you gain all that shit later.
Yeah, you gain this stuff later on, and this is what I'm saying. It's like that. It's just a product of our environment, and I understand what y'all be saying. Y'all be saying like women most of the time be saying, well, you should do this or you should do that or you should be able to do this. That's fine. But it's harder. It's literally harder for us. Like, it's harder for us to do a lot of shit when we have, like, bad stuff on us.
I can see that. I can see that.
Like, for instance, what Zoe said a couple of weeks ago when he was like, you know, it's easier for him to talk to his homeboys than it is his girl because, you know, of the way he was raised. His mom not giving him that space to communicate.
Yeah.
Right.
And you deal with that.
Oh, definitely.
And also, whenever you bring in two people together from two different households, and you're bringing them into one household, and they were raised this way, and you were raised this way, and you're trying to combine all that or find a happy medium in the midst of all that, that communication's horrible too.
Yeah. What they say, if you're raised off love versus survival, stuff like that. That is true.
That is very true.
That is very true. And then it's not to say that if you're raised on survival, you weren't loved. It was just the way it was expressed. Right. And I think that triggers a lot too. That's why, for me personally, I'm definitely an advocate for men expressing their feelings.
Me too.
Whether I feel like you being too soft or whatever, that'll never come out of my mouth. Whatever I feel, I'm not going to treat you any different. I'm not going to look at you different as a man because everything affects you differently. And I think that's where I struggle when it comes to like me communicating with mine. For the longest, it was just kind of like there was like no emotion there. And then it was like, okay, little emotion started coming. Then it was like, I was like, do you even like me for real? And he was like, what you mean? Like, girl, I be with you. Like, you know, like, I would have left if I did it. And I'm like, I guess that's true. But for me, I was raised on, like, affection, love. You know, me and my father are very close. So I was raised on hearing I love you daily. Getting hugs daily, kisses daily. You know, very active to where, you know, he was raised in a single parent home where his mama's all the way, we always talking to her, we see her all often, like their relationship, I see them, is perfect. Well, not I mean, I can say perfect, nobody has a perfect relationship, but they have a good relationship, and she's present in his life, she's present in my son's life, you know, he has a brother that she's present in his life, so it's not like his mom's not around, it was just like, she had to be a mom and a dad at the same time, and even though his dad comes in and his dad's around, but it never was the amount that his mom did for him, so I know he has the respect for women. He has the respect of a mother and like the mother's love, but it's just different the way they communicate versus the way like he'll go a couple days without speaking. I speak to my parents every day, but it doesn't mean that they love each other less. It was just different. So for me, he's like, when Taj get older, you know, you're gonna have to. I'm gonna live right next door to him. What you mean? Like, and he's like, baby, you can't do that.
I'm
Why
not
I
playing
can't?
with you.
Come on,
Why I
man.
can't?
Come
Because
on.
whoever he marries, that's my bestie. We besties. Like, she gonna be like, man, your mama need to. I'm right there, you know. But I get that not everyone was raised that way. Not everyone has that, and so. I think that does come with a lot of why I like to communicate things. I mean, me and Joe have had conversations where, like I said, we call about one thing, we be on the phone for 3 hours, and I'm like, Joe, I got a parent. Hold on,
That's
you know,
Joe.
I gotta be a parent. He'd be like, yeah, you do that. I'm finna hit the gym, or I'm finna do this, and I'm like, all right.
This is funny because y'all just heard that 2 times now, right? Like y'all just literally heard that 2 times.
Yeah,
like,
you are not the norm.
Yeah, I would talk your goddamn ear off. I tell you.
In-depth conversations, like we go from one category to the other,
Exactly.
and so. Not all men are like that, but I tell Joe, like, he be like, man, I'm just gonna stop expressing this. I'm just gonna stop. And I'm like, no, Joe, don't do that because I think more men need to be like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm glad that my relationship has become like that, but it hasn't always been. It was a lot of work in progress.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so I feel like if you just continue to have these type of conversations, we can get there. And being honest about the upbringing. It
like,
really do have a lot to do with upbringing, too.
It does. It has a lot to do with upbringing. And I was just going to say, like, with my daughter, you know, in our household, and Josh can attest to this, kids didn't have a voice.
Oh, dude.
Like,
oh, yeah.
Shut the hell up and go sit back there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Can't say shit.
Why are you up in grown folks' conversation? Why? You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
gonna eat this? You
gonna
do
eat
this?
You can't say you don't like something. It was what it was.
Yeah.
But with my daughter, I have a very different take with her. Like, we talk, and she's only 9, but I want to have that communication with her of constantly, like, tell me what's on your mind. What's going on? Let's talk about it. I bought her a journal. So now she's, like, really into journaling, and she'll, like, and I tell her, I was like, I'm not going to read it. If there's something you want me to read, then bring it to me.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's one of those people where she'll write it down, and she'll be like, okay, mommy, read this. And then she'll walk out the room, and she'll come back and look and, like, can we talk? I'm like, of course. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to have open I know, right? I want you to have open communication. I need you need to learn that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, and I think it should be taught more in men.
Most definitely.
It should
Because
be.
I don't want to sit up here and talk to you like a child all the time.
Yeah.
Because we don't like that either.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know why people think that women enjoy having to tell y'all time and time again.
Some
I'm not
do.
gonna keep having the conversation
some do,
over
though.
and over again. Though.
Some do. Some like
I don't.
I don't.
I personally don't.
I'm not,
I
I'm not,
don't.
you may get 2, maybe 3, depending on the situation.
And the third time
But
I have
after that,
attitude with it.
I'm pissed.
The third time coming with a stank attitude.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
not the stank attitude.
Stank.
Thank
Because
ass
I said it
attitude.
politely the first time.
I said it politely the first time.
the second time.
Right.
I probably even texted a third time.
Mhm.
And the now we to the third speaking time, and it's just why
Like-
I gotta say
Like
all that?
say, bro.
We both speak English.
Yeah.
Say-
What's hard to understand?
Say,
and
brother.
We
Yeah.
both speak English.
And I think another thing is expressing what you need from your partner. Like,
Ah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
think-
that's shit.
I don't think men do that. I think women, we tell y'all what we want. Like I always tell, I tell Derek all the time, I'm not one of those women that you have to guess about. I will tell you what I need and what I'm wanting and how I'm feeling. I don't think men do that enough.
I think a lot of times y'all probably just not really listening.
Yeah.
No.
I think so. I'm gonna tell you why. Because we don't have to. We don't say things like matter of fact because we don't want to hurt y'all feelings. Like for the most part, we try to like dial everything back for our partners or whatever because we know y'all have emotions and y'all think the way that y'all think. So I can't come and tell you that I think you fat and I don't want to have sex with you. I have to tell you maybe we should get up and start working out together, or maybe I should do this with you, or maybe we should go running or walking.
No, I need you to tell me.
That's a bluntness for your ass.
No, I get it. I
No, I
get
need
it,
you to tell
and
me.
I understand that. But you definitely different. You definitely different in that case, because like most dudes don't want to do that, and we don't want to do
No,
that
and then
anyway.
y'all go out and cheat, and now I'm pissed off for a
And-
whole nother
right,
reason. When you
right.
could have just told me I was fat, and
I mean,
I need to lose some weight.
but to piggyback, I didn't mean to cut you out, Joe. But to
Yeah,
piggyback
no,
on what Joe's saying too, though, like how Joe said, like some women just don't listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can tell you all day long, hey, look, I have a problem with X, Y, Z,
Yeah.
right? Well, you knew that's how I was. So you know what I'm saying, you gonna fuck with me like that, you just gonna have to deal with okay.
But that's a childish
happens a lot.
mindset. That is a
childish.
childish mindset.
And
It really
That
is.
really
It's terrible.
happened a lot though.
It
I
does
feel
happen
like
a lot.
I
Yeah.
feel like this is what I be saying about a lot of women or whatever. A lot of time y'all give each other more grace than y'all give men.
True, that's true.
Definitely.
Like y'all give
I give my
'cause-
best friend a lot more grace than I ever do a man.
see, and that's what I'm saying.
Facts.
I think I used to be like that.
Yeah.
I'm at the stage in my life where anybody can go.
Right, you start
And
to
my man, not my man. He got to stay around. My man.
Yeah.
But as far as like, but I think
I'm laughing at him.
I think it's because we're at that stage where we're about to get married.
Right.
Yeah.
And so now, the way I was raised, I've seen my parents been married 36 years, I think, this year.
That's
So,
amazing.
and
That's
I've
amazing,
seen them
dog.
at their best. I've seen them at their worst. And just the way I was raised was just like, love. Marriage is a commitment. It's
right.
not, if you base it on love, it's just, you're not always gonna be happy every step of the way. It's a
I'm
choice.
not gonna love you every day.
No,
You gonna
you
get
know,
on my last damn nerve.
I'm gonna care about you. You're always gonna hold something a part of me, but there's gonna be some days where I just can't stand you, and then you might go through patches where you might not. So for me, anybody can go, except for my man, and so because I'm gonna put the effort in to figure that out, but that's because I've chosen him.
Right.
Now
Yeah.
my friendships and all that, of course, I would love to savage those. Like recently, I just fell out with my longest friend. We've been friends since we were 12.
Oh,
I'm
man.
28.
Yeah.
That's 16 years that we've been friends.
Right.
And I just don't feel like we are on the same mental state anymore.
phase no more, yeah.
You know, she approached me with an issue. I said, "Well, let's stop texting about it. Let's
Let's
call."
Let's talk, yeah.
Communicate.
Her response was like, "Well, I just feel, you know, I don't feel like you treat me like a best friend, and you know, I just feel like this our friendship has come to an end, and I'm not mad at you. It is what it is, kind of thing." So I've offered, and she said, "You know, I'm just gonna step back from the wedding, and I wish y'all well." I said, "Well, thank you for the wishes. If that's how you feel, I will respect that." Because I'm not gonna I'm not gonna beg you to be my friend. I'm a
Right.
grown ass woman. I don't.
Mm-mm.
And,
Yeah,
and,
it's
and
got
it's
other
not
shit
even about
going on.
pride or anything, but that's a lot of energy. If
Right.
I've given a solution, like, "Hey, I'm sorry you feel this way. That wasn't my intentions. Let's talk about it."
Right.
And you basically like shut that down. And it's like, "Nah, it's cool." Then we're not on the mental state. We're not mentally prepared to have this conversation.
Right.
And I'm just gonna save myself the peace and the energy. And I'm gonna say, you know what?
Right.
I can respect that. I'm gonna step back.
Yeah, save yourself the stress, man.
Because but my grown friends now, you know, we can have a conversation. We can agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like it's just like a cutthroat situation.
Right.
And
right.
if I ever do feel like it's a cutthroat situation, then cool. But there's plenty of times where I don't agree with what my best friend's got going or what my best friend has said or done. But I tell her how I feel, and we can agree to disagree, kind of thing.
Mhm.
And then we go forward. And if we can't do that with anybody, I just feel like we not prepared. That's anybody in your life, though. Like, if we can't have a communication, agree to disagree, walk away for a couple days, come back and kick it, then we're
Right.
just not supposed to be in each other's face, and that's okay. But I think people try to hold on to relationships, friendships, situationships because they are fear of like starting over, or because the friendships hurt. When you lose a friendship, that hurt. But
Yeah.
that communication, we have to mentally be in the ballpark.
True.
And when I realize we ain't mentally in the ballpark together, I ain't
Yeah, you gotta do
I'm
something
not
different.
gonna stress
People also got-
myself out.
Yeah, but people also got very different communication skills. Like for me, for instance, for me, when I'm angry, don't talk to me right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you need to give me a few days, and I may or may not come talk to you. I've ended friendships on a, this is it. Like there's no communication, no nothing. Just stop calling, texting, FaceTime, whatever the case may be.
Right.
How many days do you specifically need, Shay?
See, I don't know.
Okay.
It all depends
Yo,
on the
you
situation.
petty as fuck,
Yeah.
now.
I hate
I was
Joe.
just trying to make
Just-
sure,
just trying to
plan,
figure out.
you know,
For the
plan
I
for
don't
the
know. It all
future.
depends
Yeah,
on
moving
how
forward.
long-
Moving forward, right?
forward.
Moving
Joseph.
forward.
No,
Anyway,
but
continue.
honestly, it's one of those situations where, depending on what the situation is, will depend on how long I'm not speaking to you. Don't talk to me.
Because some things just you don't have to come back to. It's like, you know what? It's gonna take more of my peace, my sanity,
Yep.
and my comfort to just go back and have that conversation.
Yep.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of how I'm feeling with my friend. Like, I thought about it, like maybe I should reach out because I wouldn't want anything like that. But I'm like, you know what? I feel like that's a dead horse. Like that,
Yep.
and
That's true,
at the mental space that I'm in right now, I just got so much going on in my life that
Right.
I don't have the energy for
You
that.
have time.
Yeah, because I mean, even if y'all like
You got a
whole
whole wedding you doing.
wedding.
whole
I get married in 3 weeks.
I was just,
You know, my
got a whole
career
kid.
is at its all-time highest right now.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, maybe eventually y'all will come back together, but
Maybe.
for right
Yeah.
now, it just is what it is.
And I
Like,
personally feel like we are about to get married, and so as my best friend, like that, this is not the time.
to be
Yeah.
doing
Not
And
that.
the time.
if you
Yeah, yeah,
genuinely and like and part of her message is, I don't mean to be selfish, but like that is
Oh, that's
very
beyond
I mean,
selfish.
when you lead off with that, then yeah.
But again, I don't
you
think she
lead-
understands where I am right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but so obviously again, we're not in the same ballpark, and that is okay. We're at different parts of our lives.
Yeah.
And right now, maybe again later on the road we can rekindle, but right now it's just not it for me.
Yeah.
And not to get off topic, but is she married in a relationship or
No,
nothing?
not
So
she's
single?
in a like a off and again on again relationship. She's been with him about 4 years, no kids, you know, kind of doing her own hot girl thing.
Oh hell no.
And it's
Nope.
just like
Gotta
you
go.
know, we just not there.
Yeah,
And
y'all
I
in two
don't.
different
Yeah.
spaces
And I
right
don't
now.
even
Yeah.
believe because I like I have friends who don't have kids or don't have a man or whatever,
Right.
and I don't have those problems with them. But again, the maturity level and just the
Maturity,
like you said, the way
jealousy.
they
Yeah.
the way they process things. Because I had one friend, she's about 3 or 4 years younger than me, and I used to be like, "Girl, you are like, stop taking things so personal. Like, I should be able to tell you if you come to me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's
Yep.
the
Right.
person I
Yeah,
am."
hell yeah.
I am.
Girl, we're getting her feelings, and I'm like, baby, we can't do this. Stop coming to me. If you don't want the truth, go to the next
But see,
friend. Because I'm gonna
that's-
tell you,
That's literally what we started
don't
off
care
with.
if you
Everybody
right or
can't-
wrong.
Everybody can't
I'm
take
gonna
the same
tell you
amount
if
of
you right or wrong.
communication.
Yep. That's what I was saying.
and you have to be able to accept it and give it.
Right.
I can accept it. You tell me I'm wrong or I hurt your feelings or whatever, whether I agree or not, I'll be like, damn, let me check myself. Maybe I did say that, and I
do
might.
that with my best friend a lot.
You
Like
got
I'll
to.
go through a situation and I'm like, all right, bitch, tell me if I was wrong.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
situation,
real talk.
Because
like,
if I'm wrong, I'm gonna go back
I'm
and
going to go
apologize.
back and I'm apologize.
And,
I
and,
will.
and even if I'm not, I might think about it and I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like I was wrong, but this relationship, this friendship is more important to me than being right or wrong.
Right.
So
Right.
how can we move forward?
Right.
What
That
do you
is
need from me
amazing.
for us to move forward?
That's
And I feel
amazing,
like I
dude.
handle that with my relationship or my friendships. Like I just feel like when you care about somebody or you genuinely feel like there is a solution, you put your best foot forward
Yeah.
and hope that they accept it. If
Yeah.
they don't,
That's
So do
dope,
y'all
On to
feel
next.
that social media has changed the way that we communicate with one another?
Fuck yeah.
hell
Yeah.
yeah.
100%. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think
Mhm.
it's necessarily bad though. I feel like
I
because
think it's
of
terrible.
social media or whatever, we able to communicate instantly, as opposed to like it taking time. So like a lot of times, like back then, back when we was younger or whatever, shit, you had to find a way to talk to your people or whatever. Like for
Yeah.
the most part now, you can pick up the phone at any time. If your partner phone off or is broke or damaged, more than likely, like they can get on the computer, still talk to you. They can talk to you any kind, like it's different apps or whatever, different services. You can always constantly communicate with people. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think
I
it's a
think
new thing.
I think when the social media comes a problem is when they start throwing them slugs and stuff, and they
Yeah,
use
yeah.
that to show they mad instead of just talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that happens a lot.
It does.
Mhm. Yeah,
Or
for sure.
like
Exactly
you
that.
might put a message out there and it could have been like in general,
Yeah.
or it could have been like maybe I had a fight or argument with all three of y'all about similar things this
Yeah,
week,
Yeah.
and I get on there like, oh, I'm tired of having to explain people. I ain't got
Yeah.
time for the drama.
Yeah.
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 And then so now, Josh is like, oh,
Yeah.
no, yeah, well, I ain't got
Right.
time neither. And then, but
Right.
really, I was just,
Mr. Old Shoe
the
Fitting.
fourth and fifth person done pissed me off, and I'm like,
Mr.
look,
Old
public
Shoe
service
Fit.
announcement, I ain't with it this week.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
y'all are gonna feel some type of way, and them two gonna feel some type of way. But really, I was talking about all five of y'all, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um, And I was just giving a warning for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
look, y'all on my nerves. So I feel like social media, like you said, it is cool because you
Yeah.
can connect that way and you can be social, and it kind of lightens the mood. Like when y'all mad at each other. Because have you ever like been mad at your spouse or whatever, and then you might like send like a funny little meme or joke or something,
Yeah.
and that kind of breaks the mood. Now y'all kiki ha ha, and now we cool again. Or with a friend or whatever. But then at the same time, I think when the slugs start coming, or you sharing posts, and it's like, oh, I just shared it, and it's like, oh,
Okay,
you
most
just
of the time,
coincidentally, you just
those-
coincidentally.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
most of the time, I don't be letting shit bother me. Like even slugs, I don't be letting slugs bother me. I think that's because like I'm a naturally ass high kind of person or some shit like that. Because apparently I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit.
It's a
right?
lot that he doesn't give a fuck
And
about.
I don't.
lot.
It's kind of scary sometimes.
Oh,
'Cause
absolutely.
I'd be like, you know what? I don't even give a fuck no
Like,
more.
you know what?
Like,
Fuck it, man. Fuck it, whatever. Fuck it.
I find
Whatever.
myself in
You know
those
what I
moods like,
mean?
yeah, it's so scary how nonchalant you
Right,
are about
like,
this
right.
situation right now. And I'd be like,
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah, I almost died not too long ago. I was like, hey, you know, it happens.
That threw me out. You know, the crazy part about it
Really,
is.
Joe?
No, for real. No, for real. Nah,
Like,
I had to,
almost
like,
died.
call Joe. You know, you used to seeing Joe a certain way.
Yeah.
Talking to him and stuff like that, and like just to hear him kind of down, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? It was different.
Yeah.
Kind of touched me a little bit. I was like,
Right.
hold on, because like, in my eyes, it's gonna sound crazy, but it's kind of like Superman,
Yeah.
Iron Man a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then to see somebody down like that, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, man. But he does have a lot of fucking in the system,
Yeah.
and I mean, and so do I.
Shit.
But it's just it's just certain things. But it kind of goes back to what you were saying. Like it just I'm like that to protect my peace. You know what I'm saying? Because like
that might be it, bro. That might
Yeah,
be.
it
That might
really
be
is.
it. I don't know if that's it. I think I've been like this. I think I've been like this since I was.
Joe, like since birth,
I
I've been,
can't.
like-
I mean,
I've been not giving a fuck.
The only time I really give a fuck is if I didn't put like a whole bunch of blood, sweat, and tears into
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I still only give a fuck for a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
Those fucks, they still gonna run out. Cause like I don't got time for all that. I just be like, you know what?
You ain't got no spare
Moving
one.
forward.
Yeah,
You know?
they
I
don't
mean,
go in the
that's it.
backyard. They don't go,
That's
they don't go
it,
in the
like,
tree in the backyard.
Just to hell with the worry part,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Like
Look.
yeah, whatever. I could worry about it.
Hey,
And
y'all, we
be-
gonna are we doing the cool? or not
We
cool
are doing cool
or not
or
cool?
not cool
All
this
right,
week. Yes, we are.
gotta get it.
You
We
got
gotta
doggone
get it.
Whether it's
skippy.
cool or not cool.
Okay, so
Like
look,
I'm
so
new
no,
to
you're a
this.
newbie. So here's the thing. So what we do is we have a segment called Cool and Not Cool. So we have like you just like throw out a couple scenarios,
Okay,
and in your personal opinion, do you think it's cool or is it not cool? Right?
let's do it.
All right, hold on. Let's see. What I got. All right. So last week, not last week. Week before last was the funeral. Was the funeral to get out of work?
Oh God. Dysfunctional.
That
Dysfunctional
shit
is what
was
he is.
hilarious.
It was fucking hilarious. Okay,
Okay.
so look.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all seen the movie Soul Food, right?
Right.
Yes.
All right, so my question is this: as far as cool and not cool, was Bird wrong for getting Lim the job with our ex-man?
It depends.
Ooh.
I
Nah,
can't remember what the situation was.
she was or she wasn't.
Okay.
Was Bird wrong for getting her man that job, or having her ex dude get him the job? Let me say that.
She was wrong for not communicating it because I don't think because when times is hard like that,
Yeah,
baby, your pride gotta go
Yeah.
because this is gotta feed your family, and I feel like men that think that she was wrong it was more of an ego trip. But again, I can see why it is because if it would have been a situation reversed, I would have felt some type of way too. But it should have been communicated. And that pride, as a man, I would hope that my man would just put his pride to the side and do what he got to do to get on his feet.
So for her, it's cool.
so it's cool. It's cool for you.
Yeah.
No, the way she went about it was wrong.
Yeah.
So is it cool or not cool?
The way that Bird went about it, not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool.
It wasn't cool. the way
Okay, so
she
I'll
went
say
about it.
not cool.
Okay.
Let's just stick to it was
the way
not
that
cool.
Bird went about
The
it.
way
yeah,
she went
not
about
cool.
it was not cool.
Because if it would have been communicated that way.
The way
like-
he reacted was not cool.
Okay, so look, I gotta be petty and kind of messy at this point of the show. Hey, so her fiance is back here with the camera. Hey, so cool or not cool? How does it work?
You're not even listening.
Oh fuck, damn.
Ah.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
I mean,
It ain't cool.
Fluff,
yeah.
cool or not cool?
Yeah.
It wasn't cool.
Do y'all feel like it wasn't cool because of the way she went about it, or it wasn't cool just period? The whole thing, huh?
The whole thing was wrong? Okay.
So if my ex can put you on with some money, you gonna be mad because I went and reached out to him?
Yeah, he gonna be able to hold it over your head,
It's
though.
your ex.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You know I got your man that little job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And thank you. And I'm about to go.
I'm in
to
a
go
bind,
down
Nate.
money.
I'm in a bind.
Spend that check. Thank you.
I got your
I'm in a
man
bind,
that
Nate. I'm in a bind.
Not that little job. That's a little job that make you petty.
Because you know he got to be like
Yeah, you know-
somebody up top.
Yeah,
if he
for
got
real,
the
yeah,
job,
to pull
so-
the strings, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro,
And,
yeah.
she knew it too. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying?
And I can see it, but I feel like it's just pride because at the end of the day, like as a man, like I would say that if she would have told him like, look, such and such can
Yeah.
get you a job, and I know you don't want it, but I think we should go that route. And I think it should have been appreciated. Like it should
Man,
have.
fuck that. Hey, hold on.
So
Hey,
you's gonna be broke?
oh, wait, look, hey, Rory. Cool or not cool? What you think?
Roy said that's fucked up.
He said fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Okay, whatever. Next time. Whatever.
So okay, so we can all agree that it wasn't cool, right?
Not
Am
cool.
I the only one who
it
got
wasn't
their
cool.
own cool or not
It
cool?
wasn't cool.
You got something, Shay?
Oh, let's see.
This should
No,
be
no, no,
the
no.
last-
Okay,
This should
go
be the
ahead.
last one, y'all.
Oh, do you have one?
No, because we gonna turn about the movie Acrimony with Taraji P. Henson and when she.
I didn't see
she
that in
was
its
crazy.
entirety. I just know
Oh,
she
yeah.
went crazy and tried to kill a nigga.
I never watched.
You never watched it? See, that's why y'all only watch when the woman wrong. But I
Exactly.
feel like she wasn't wrong.
Oh God.
Okay.
So dating.
All right, this will be the next one. One of the next ones.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to go
So-
back
I gotta
and
watch
watch
the
it
movie.
and
Yeah,
come
you gotta
back.
watch the movie.
All right.
Dating a married person who says they are separated.
Not gonna happen.
God damn.
Let me ask you this. Wait, let me ask you this.
Damn,
Let
my
me ask you.
bad.
So
We're not
okay,
gonna-
so look.
Just realized what happened.
Not gonna happen.
So look, so question. So look, let me ask you this.
Oh God.
There's a couple things that key into this, right? So
See?
so
Getting
how
in
many
discussion, cool or not
wait,
cool?
hold on, wait. How many dates have we been on? And
Yeah.
two oh no, hold on. How many dates have we
It's
been
dating
on?
in the first place. Like,
Is it no,
Yeah,
I mean
dating in the
going on
first
the date
place.
to
Would you?
begin
If,
with.
Well, I'm pretty
if
sure
a
that-
woman comes up to you and says, "I'm attracted to you,"
yeah, I'm married, but
I'm
I'm
married, but I'm
separated. Would you
separated.
go on a date with him? Period. Just period.
and my next question is, do you have sex on the first day?
All right, that's a yes.
Jo-
Anyway,
Josh,
No,
Shay,
that's,
cool or not
but
cool?
that's a legit question.
not cool.
Okay.
it's
not
not
cool for me.
cool.
God damn.
It's not
Not
because it's just not. And it's not though, and you know it's not.
Something wrong for
God.
asking she has sex on the
You know
first
it's
day?
not.
or-
How is it not?
Okay.
Have
Joseph.
sex on the
Alright.
first date.
Bro,
What's
that,
wrong
bro,
with you,
Joseph.
bro, y'all tripping.
See,
Y'all
this
tripping.
is
Y'all
what I be
tripping.
talking about. Hold on,
Okay,
pause.
okay.
Pause.
Okay.
See, this is the shit I be talking about.
What?
So we saying honesty and communication, right?
Yes.
Right.
don't make it
so
right
if
or
I know
wrong,
that,
though.
hold, wait a second. So if I'm up front and asking you, do you fuck on the first date after you show interest in me, right? I'm wrong for asking that question?
Okay, so if she says yes, I fuck on the first date. She's still separated and married.
Okay.
She's still
then-
married
but,
but
that's
separated.
what I'm saying. That may help sway
that
my
made-
decision.
Okay,
Oh, my.
that swayed his decision.
So she fucks on the first date. So now it's cool?
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's
now.
cool.
Absolutely not.
It's
That's
cool for him.
absolutely retarded.
Absolutely not.
What I'm
sorry, I
saying
didn't mean to use
is,
the
I
word
don't
retarded.
understand
That is
why
absolutely
this
crazy.
this is such a fucked up thing. Like,
Okay,
why,
so-
why don't y'all give? Why you don't
Because
give
you're gonna try
separated
to
people?
be because you're trying to find a new relationship, correct? That's the whole point of you going on
No,
this date.
sometimes it just be
Right.
like just a
Right,
friend
no, no,
or
no, no,
companionship.
no, no.
I mean,
Okay,
Because
well,
we
look
can
at
be
my
friends.
first
So if
situation
we're
ain't
being
working.
friends, I don't give a damn what your status is. If you're trying to date me,
yeah,
but you are separated,
yes,
yes.
I'm asking.
Are you still having sex with your wife? Are you still?
Maybe,
I don't want
That's
it then.
crazy.
but no,
That's
but
really
I'm saying,
crazy
are
then.
y'all having? Like, would y'all be having sex with somebody
Not
too?
if I'm trying
So
to date
basically,
you.
so you don't date, so you wouldn't be dating anyone and having sex with somebody else at the same time.
The
No,
audacity,
no.
right?
Wait, what?
Wait a
I
minute.
personally no, but I do think if you guys are not exclusive, it shouldn't matter. But I think if you are still legally married and your wife is still in the picture, personally, dating you is putting my emotions at risk because what happens when she want her family back?
But I'm
Because
saying,
why are you not divorced yet?
but I'm
Why are
saying-
y'all
Too
separated?
bad, so
But I'm
sad. Heifer.
saying-
That's what that mean.
but I'm saying,
Huh?
What?
You
Too
see
bad,
it?
so
You
sad.
saying what?
but what I'm saying is,
Uh-huh.
y'all, what y'all just was saying, like, would you still be fucking the person, right? But I'm saying, are y'all actively fucking somebody while y'all dating somebody else? That's what I'm saying. So
That happens
y'all
a lot.
don't-
It
That happens a
depends.
lot.
It depends if you guys are
I-
exclusive or not.
This is what
Nah,
I'm
fuck
saying.
that.
It don't matter. Like, what I'm talking about is y'all are dating. You in the dating scene right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all don't be fucking nobody at all unless y'all dating. I mean, y'all don't be dating nobody else and fucking nobody else. That's what y'all saying.
Personally, no.
So you only date one person and fuck one person at
I'm
the
only
same
fucking
time.
one person. Now I might date multiple.
That's what I'm
rounds
saying. So like, why you not giving me the same grace?
because
I don't
you're
understand.
married.
Right, but I'm
You literally
separated.
have no. But you're not.
No,
you're not
no.
legally divorced. You
Yeah,
are legally
you're
married.
legally
There is
married.
someone. If you die
But
right
you're-
now, that woman is gonna get all your shit.
Okay.
She finna come kick me out
But
your
I'm
house.
saying,
She
what if
finna
you-
come get your car back
if
from
you-
me.
if you
She
said-
finna
if
come
you-
get her money.
So I'm
Damn, good point.
So I'm saying you separated. y'all separated, y'all legally, like you filed for divorce and everything, but the divorce is not final. So you separated. So why? I'm saying why not giving that person the grace?
And when it comes through,
Yeah.
you hit me like boo.
See, but I don't even do
Man,
that because
fuck
to me,
all
if you haven't been divorced
Yeah.
for at least over a year and a half, I'm not dealing with you.
There's some tests. There's some. It's
still
it's
too
like having a
fresh.
fresh baby.
It's too fresh.
It's like having a fresh
yeah.
baby.
It's
No,
too
this is
fresh.
hilarious.
People be trying to move on when they girl pregnant still. Like,
Boom.
This is
Like,
hilarious.
Y'all
no,
still
that's
smashing.
crazy.
Y'all still got something going on.
Yeah, but
no.
I'm saying the crazy part, like you keep saying, y'all still smashing. That's what I'm saying. It's like y'all girls be out dating people and smashing one person.
But that's different. That is
it's
your
not
wife.
You know why? You know why? You know why
That's
they're doing it?
connection.
They
Y'all
doing
got
it.
marriage.
I don't have no
They
ring on
doing
my
it for the
finger.
free food. Fast.
Now, will I
So
go on?
you're not
Will
gonna
I go
turn this.
eat?
You're not gonna exactly. So you're
All
not
right,
gonna
y'all,
turn
you know
down
what?
no food.
You know what?
No
this,
date.
This cool or not cool is a whole nother topic.
Why
Like,
always do this? This happened the last
I mean,
time I
it
did
did
this.
happen last
because
time. It
you
did.
got good topics.
Yeah,
You
really
got
good topics.
That's a good topic. I'm sorry. I feel like we should say this for a later on.
I feel
later
like
show.
I would. Please have me back on that one.
That's
Okay,
a bet.
we
That's
can
a
dance
bet.
show. We can dance show. Make that happen.
All right.
We can
Yeah,
dance
we
show.
gotta
Make that
get
happen.
up out of here, y'all.
Yep.
We
Okay.
gotta get on up out of
Okay,
here.
yeah. We got to slide up out of here, man. Man, thank you guys so much for checking out the show. We love y'all so much, man. Thank you to all the day one. Y'all be coolers, the supporters, man. We on the way up out of here. I myself, once again, I'm Big Josh.
I'm Shay.
Simply Joe.
Victoria.
Thanks
And
for
thank you
coming.
guys. Man, yo,
I'm
real
coming
talk.
back.
Oh, yeah,
I know
thank
what
you.
I say.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
yeah.
Please, Victoria, thank
See,
you so much for coming on in.
Look, she got addicted already.
Bye,
It's crazy.
y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Take
Be
it
cool,
easy,
man.
We
Peace
appreciate
out.
y'all. Good.